I never sleep, I gotta eat, I gotta dance. I merely rap when I get that advance. How can I shout with like 64 amps? Talking to top about business again. He want a lot with new Billies again. I want some top from like two sets of twins. Twins, yeah, yeah. Hey, bitch, where your friends, yeah, yeah. Switch, hold up. She won't in, yeah, yeah. Falling in bundles of flowers.
All right, y'all. All right. Well, y'all know what time it is. It's 8 p.m. on a Sunday night. Y'all know what happens then, don't you? If we keep it real hot and fresh, that's right, with your crew, the RHF crew. We are here at the DTF radio station. We about to blow it up again for another Sunday fun day. I got my crew with me. I got Miss Peaches.
Howdy.
Got Miss Jay-Z, but not that Jay-Z that you know so well. But we do got a Jay-Z. Yeah.
You have some kind of Jay-Z.
It's still Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we got the man with the plan, with the rhymes, with the...
What's up, everybody?
J-So.
What's up, everybody? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Too.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Happy Mother's Day. This is like the Mother's Day, I guess, edition.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mother's Day edition.
So happy Mother's Day to, to Peaches.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day,
Thank
Peaches.
you. We were just talking about our Kid Chronicles.
Well, you're smiling, so it must have been a pretty nice Mother's Day. Flowers, cards.
No, I got a little
What you got?
stolen gift.
Not a stolen gift.
Well, I don't want to say my daughter stole it, but where she got the money to get it from and its origins is a little suspect. But you know, it's a thought that counts. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta tell them how you really feel, because we really just had a whole conversation about parents not being
Keep it real.
I mean, I really feel like she went to my mother's house and was like, "Hey, Gabby, I'm gonna give this to my mom," and just gave me the gift. But you know what? It's the thought.
And she's 13 and has no income, so she did well for
Which is
herself.
true. The minute I
Exactly.
give her $5, she spends it in less than like 2 seconds. Like
Right.
before it even hits her hand, it's spent already.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's spent on
So,
thought.
you know,
You
and
feel
then
me?
she tried to cook me breakfast. It was, you know,
that's cute.
It was okay.
But are you okay? but throughout the year you get things, from her, right?
Hugs, love.
Oh, you know what? I guess
I'm
not.
like, I mean,
She 13.
says
Y'all
I
putting too much pressure on
I
sis
know.
right now.
Well,
Y'all
there's crayons and paper. A little paper.
I wish she would give me something
Oh.
crayon and paper. Please. Like her thing is that every
can't
time, like
with
let's
her,
say my birthday, my birthday or something comes around, she goes shopping in my mother's house.
Oh,
She'll be
no.
Like, okay.
Oh, so you
She'll
already
wrap-
really know where
like,
the gift came from.
No, this is what she does, and
Oh,
there'll
so
be
you
things
lit.
that I'm like, oh, thank you, baby. But she does try. Like she'll wrap it up in old Christmas wrapping paper she
Yeah.
finds. Like she does go the extra mile. And
Okay.
She's a really sweet girl. She'll be like, oh, mommy, you want a foot massage? And on Saturday,
Just like on a
she'll
regular
make-
day, she'll just rub your feet.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, she'll be like, you want a foot massage? She'll ask, and I'll be like, okay, but I never really get it. But she offers.
Oh, well,
Right.
that's not.
Here
I
and- but
never
here and there.
offered that. I was never
Yeah.
rubbing anybody's feet.
Me neither. You ain't, I ain't rubbing no feet now. I don't, girl.
So you've got an angel.
Yeah. No,
She
she's a good kid.
enjoying but look, you breathing like she's gonna be good when she get older.
Right.
You feel me? Like she's gonna be good when she get older. Because once she get older, you feel me? The gifts start getting more expensive.
They really do.
now, you feel me? The shit is cheap.
Yeah, so you
I
gonna be
enjoy
good.
the cheap days.
Yeah, you're gonna be good.
Because once that shit start getting
Yeah.
expensive, it's quiet. You gonna be happy to get whatever you get, because the shit ain't gonna be what you want.
I know.
I know that's right.
Yeah, my parents. No, I don't think I ever gave them. I tried. They got a lot of like ashtrays and things I made in ceramics.
paper mache
class.
I used to get my
right?
mom nightgowns and like you feel me like,
Flannel.
like you gotta get stuff that you
Go to
know your
sleep.
mom is gonna use.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna go to bed
This is
one
what I'm
day.
saying. Like she knows, like I like
Not one
makeup.
day.
She knows I like certain stuff. Like go.
So you need to pass the word on through your mom, and she needs to leave that stuff around the house.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Talking about my mom is a whole different.
That's a whole nother subject.
36
So Mother's
hour
Day is
show.
just not even a good topic on Mother's Day.
I know.
Sometimes, honestly, I get really sad Mother's Day because I used to always spend Mother's Day with my aunt, and she did die of breast cancer. So Mother's Day is emotional for me sometimes. It's just like I'm so blessed to have my daughter and happy, but then like for the past few years, it's kind of been like, dang, I don't have anybody. Like that's me and her used to always go out together.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
we'll get drunk after this.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I think we all are. So everybody, we definitely want to thank you so much for tuning in. We just want to, drop some information for you. So if you do want to call in, if you want to talk to us or any of the topics that we have tonight, let us know how you're feeling at 347-721-3161. Once again, that's 347-721-3161. Or definitely be sure to log on to the DTF Radio app at DTF Radio. Yeah, I don't know. I always want to say .com, but no, it's just DTF Radio. That's the app. So download it, log in, let us know how you're feeling. So tonight we do have some very, very controversial topics, very hot topics. We're talking about the royal family. As y'all know, Meghan Markel and Prince
Harry.
Yes, they're about to get married soon.
He's
but
the cute child, by the way.
But talking about Meghan, we want to know, is she really, everybody's pushing this, the first black in the royal family. But is it? So we're talking about that tonight.
She black?
Oh, see what I mean? See what I mean? Hold on. Hold on. All that's coming up. And then also we're talking about, should females be open-minded when it comes to dating guys who may have had a homosexual experience. So that's all coming up tonight. So don't go anywhere because we're definitely keeping it real hot and fresh tonight. I'm your guy Z Fly, and more to come. Keeping it real hot and fresh. What y'all doing right now? Y'all are too, because y'all listening to us, ain't you? Keeping it real hot and fresh, everybody. I'm your guy Z-Fly with the RHF crew. We about to get into these topics tonight, all right? All right, so the first topic that we are going to be debating, tearing up tonight is, as y'all know, the royal family is about to welcome its first person of color to the family, a black person.
Hallelujah.
But does Meghan Markle really represent the black community?
I don't know what she look like. I don't even know who that is.
Oh, you need to pull her up. Come on, pull her up. I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah, help me.
She's an actress on Suits on USA, right?
She's a very fair-skinned.
What's fair skin?
She's like my complexion, maybe a little lighter. But I want to say
that's funny.
No, but let me tell you, when this first happened, I did make a car chronicle about it. You know, I love making my car chronicles, but I didn't post it because I didn't feel like having a backlash with people because I had an argument.
Post that shit.
Like no, I had an argument with someone about this before. The whole colorism thing. I'm tired of it. If you're black, you're black. It don't matter if you are super light skinned or if you're super dark skinned. We are still black. What box do you check? The black box. So the fact that everybody's trying to take away her blackness from her, like, oh, well, she ain't really black. Oh, she light skinned. Oh, her mama's white and her dad might be black or whatever it is, but she ain't really black. No, homegirl's black.
She's not black.
She's not black. She's not black. No.
What is she?
She's not. She is biracial. She has black in her, but then she also has white in her. So why can't she be white? Why can't she be white then?
Well, because if you have literally make her both.
It make her biracial.
She's
biracial, but I don't.
Black people try to come for everything.
Thank you. Black people is always trying to choose everybody. they got the Indians are black. Everybody's not black. She's not black. To me, whenever I see her, she doesn't do anything for me. As far as the black community, like, oh yes, we're in the royal family. No, for one thing, the reason why she's about to be in the royal family is because she is looking mainly white. Her hair swinging. She's very pale.
I don't think she was. If she was brown skin, I don't think like she would be inside that shit.
You better say it again. Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Because you got to be honest. You got to be honest. Because it's pretty. Like it's. I'm looking at her. She's pretty. Don't get me wrong.
She's very pretty, but she's not. I mean.
Can I ask a question? Because I'm obviously on the outside of this topic. Right?
No.
I have no right to like opine.
Yes, you do too. You can keep it real hot and fresh.
I have to ask. It's like why are you mad that she's biracial? Like why?
No.
Why? Because I've heard this before. Because I've like a lot of what I've heard from like biracial friends and just generally like the biracial community as a whole is that they always feel like I'm not a part of anything because these people are like, oh, you're with them, and everyone is like. So like,
Jay-Z, sis, come through with it, okay?
So I have to ask, like, why is everybody always like, you're not with us? You're with, like, why can't you just say you're? Yeah,
It's not-
The world is
but-
racist, and at the end of the day, once Dave Chappelle did the race draft on his show, it was quiet for everything
No,
after
but
that. You feel me? And
let me tell you
Didn't the
something.
Asians take Wu-Tang Clan?
It-
Isn't that what happened at the end of that skit?
It's not cool though. Like honestly, as somebody who is, I am black. I'm very light skinned. I have freckles.
You different.
I have long hair. So all day long, I have to deal with the BS from black people. Oh, white girl.
She pointed at me when she said that.
Like no. But no. But you know what I'm saying? Like I have to go through that. And I went to an all-white school, right? From 2nd to 8th grade, I went to an all-white school where it was clear, like, no, you a nigga.
Right.
You what's something like that's how they treated me. So all my life, I've been hearing the whole, oh, you not fully black because you light skinned. No, I'm black.
No, you black.
I just happen to be light skinned,
Right.
but I'm black. Same
Right.
thing with
No,
Meghan
how?
Markle.
Well, no,
It
she's
doesn't
different.
ma-
Y'all don't
No,
look
it's
at y'all
not.
not
She's
the same
different.
color. That's
Right.
number
No,
one.
no.
She's,
It doesn't even
she's
matter.
predominantly white.
No, it does.
And
It's
I'm
no
not gonna say
predominantly
black.
white.
Her
Have you
dad is
ever
white.
seen? Have you ever seen the movie? Dang, not The Color Purple. The movie. You know the movie.
No, I don't.
What's the plot?
The
Give me
movie
plot.
where the daughter, the mother is black.
Okay.
Mahalia Jackson's in it. The mother is black. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Mahalia Jackson. The mother's black. The father's white, but the daughter came out white looking. And her whole life, she kept trying to pass herself off as white. And anytime the mother would come around, she would get embarrassed and all that because she kept trying to pass herself off as white. But at the end of the day, she was black. She had a white boyfriend. Her white boyfriend found out, oh, you got a mammy, and beat the snot out of her. And she kept telling her, you're ruining my life. I'm trying to be white, but everybody thinks that I'm black. If you have a lick of black in you, you are black. I'm tired of
No.
black people. Yes, it is. I'm tired of black people
So-
saying
so black-
because
so-
you
so from
biracial,
now
you're
on-
black.
So
No,
why
no.
doesn't the white part count? You know.
Listen. So from now on, black people, if you got 2% white, and you are now officially white.
But
What's
why
the
can't-
difference?
Why can't you be like all of the stuff?
You could, but no.
That's
no,
my
you
only
could.
question. I'm
But
like, why can't she?
That's how I am. That's how I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, she's human. That's what I am. You feel me? Like black or white, but when they try to make it like
Yes.
big deal, I don't get the big deal.
But
about
y'all
this
making
shit.
it colorism. That's what y'all doing. Y'all are taking this and y'all making it a color thing. Because she's not dark enough, she's not black. We don't know if homegirl grew up eating grits. We don't know if she grew up eating collard greens. We don't know. She might be blacker than
They
the
not
rest of us.
making grits and collard greens inside the Royal
We
House.
don't,
Exactly.
no.
They're not
But
making-
remember,
She ain't
she's
grow up
not.
on that
No. She's not
She
in
ain't
the
grow up
royal
on that
house
shit.
yet. She's
Right.
not in the royal
She
house
grew up
yet.
somewhere in
She's
America.
She's
Yeah.
still an American citizen who just happens to be very fair skinned. And my mother is her complexion.
Right.
My
But no-
mother's her complexion.
Right, but like my thing is I feel like society tries to sell to the black community. Oh, see, one of you is about to be in the royal family.
She
no,
is one of us.
no,
She's
she's
black.
not. She's not black.
So
She's not black like I don't know, Oprah or whoever. She's biracial.
You're doing
And we just black. No,
colorism.
you're doing colorism.
I mean, like,
it's
black-
you.
colorism.
It's you.
How am I
because,
doing
Because you
colorism?
making us try to jack that she black when I just want her to just be human. That's it. Like I
No,
don't
but
care if
my,
she's
my
black.
point about like she's clearly one parent was white, one parent is black.
Black.
So
Yeah.
she's both.
I want to see.
So I'm confused.
There you go. So it
what-
could be a
But I'm
white.
confused
Huh?
why
Her parent is
everyone
like 100% black.
I don't know about her
100%
mom. I know
black?
But why
her
does
dad is 100%
it
white, but her mom is
matter?
like I'm not sure what her mom is. Her mom, she's
So
dark
why
skinned.
are you
Okay,
Her mama dark
so
skin?
wait,
Yeah.
so this is what
Okay,
we're gonna
she's-
do. This is what we're gonna
She's
do,
brown
right?
skin.
If we were 400 years ago when slavery was around,
I
or
hate
whatever
400
like that.
years ago.
No,
I'm tired
but
of
if
talking about it.
slavery was around and they looked at her,
She'd be
you
black.
think she would have been
Yeah.
a slave? Yes or no? Would she be a slave? Yes or no?
Nope.
No,
Yes.
She wouldn't be a slave.
Guys,
Nope.
she would be a
You
slave.
think- why would she not be a
She'll be
slave?
one of the
Nope.
ones that's in the house,
Nope.
taking care of
She'll
the
be a
master.
house nigga.
It don't
Yeah, house
matter.
nigga.
She be a house nigga. She's still a nigga. House nigga, field nigga, you're still a nigga.
Right,
At the
That's
end of
only
the
because you
day-
said that, but
at the
we
end of
talking
the
about
day,
400 years
she's
later.
still- but this is what I'm
guess
trying to
what?
get y'all
But
to
guess what?
realize
Guess
the
what? But
point.
guess what? 400 years ago, she would have been a child of rape.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
And
matter.
she would have been
if-
considered to be white.
but it
or they
No,
would've killed her.
no. If you
What?
had like,
Come
If
on,
you had
bro.
an ounce of black,
You were
you
black.
are
That-
considered black.
because that's
And that
how
and
much
that and that's a
people-
race.
That's
thing.
what they tell
That's
you.
the race thing.
Exactly, and
you fell prey
and
to it. and you fell
exactly,
victim to
that's
the
what
play.
they be
Oh,
telling
fuck.
us.
Why
That's what they tell us.
Why don't you want Meghan Markle? I'm confused. Why don't
No,
you
I don't care about her, but
Why
no.
don't they want Meghan
No, no,
Markle?
because-
Why don't they want
No, I
her?
don't care.
I
No,
never
no.
even knew who she was.
Exactly.
I'm like, no,
Now.
because I feel like I agree with Peaches on this
Yeah,
scenario. Like,
that's fine.
She is from.
She
two
is not
different-
black. She is she's the first maybe biracial. I don't know if they if they had other biracial, but I would not say she's the first black person in the royal family. Her
No.
hair is swinging. She's very
Well, at
light.
the very least,
You know,
she's the first
she has nothing
biracial
black.
person.
She's not
Well, there
very
you go.
light,
She's
bro.
the first
She's-
non-
She just has white skin.
Well, she's white.
She
Well,
doesn't
But
look-
no,
doesn't
she's
look-
not,
she-
and that's the thing about it. And this is what I'm saying, that it comes and
If y'all want her to be black, she'll be black.
And Jim Crow,
She is.
I always say this, and people get mad when I say it. Jim Crow is dead, but he is still so alive in the black community.
No.
Yes, he is, because you know what? What did he do? Put the light skin versus dark skin. Put the field nigga versus the house nigga. That's what he did. And as black people, that's what is still going on. We're sitting here and telling this girl, we don't know what she wants to identify as. If she says, I identify as black, who are we to tell her, no, you're not black? Your mom's white. And
Why
you're-
do we even
and you're-
care? I dead
why
ass
do-
don't
it's-
care.
Because-
that's
exactly.
what
Well,
it
that's a
is.
fair question. It's like, why is this even a debate?
Because
Like, why do
because
why
of
do
the-
we
the
want
media,
her?
right? Because of the media is saying, oh, you know, the first black person in
think-
the royal family, and a lot of black people looking at their own skin and like looking at her skin
Well,
and her
I
hair,
think
like,
to be
no.
fair, for their history and for this family with their fancy
Mm-hmm.
little hats and their corgis and their waving and whatnot, to have someone, an American one, was
Mm-hmm.
a big deal. Two, the fact that she's biracial, that's a big deal because there is no one of any color in that family
Mm-hmm.
in any of that line in the history of the Church of England or what have you.
Right.
And three, she's also divorced. So they're like probably
Yeah, she
clutching
has-
their pearls
And-
as
and
hard as they
I'm
can.
sure
and
they
I
are.
love it.
I'm
I
sure they-
want to see the queen just clutching her pearls and her.
Who was she
hat.
married to prior?
Some guy. I don't know.
Black
I don't
or
know
white
her
guy?
life.
I just found out she was divorced the other day.
She-
Like
he-
they just threw that. Oh, the movie, the
Right,
Lifetime movie's
they
coming
keep
out. And
advertising
they
this
keep-
dumbass movie.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
What movie
Oh,
is
no.
that?
The story
About her?
of the two.
It makes them look interesting when they're not. But
Like what was she? She was like the lit, like she was lit or something. Like who is she?
The thing
Why
is,
does she
it's
don't
interesting.
matter,
she was
bro?
on
No,
USA
She don't
Network.
matter
She
really.
not
You
good.
gonna
gotta
play no
understand,
effect.
this is
Like,
a big deal because this is the royal family.
Why, 'cause
like we don't.
it's
believe-
only a big deal
we don't
because
have-
y'all want her to, because y'all
No, no,
saying
no.
that she's black.
No,
It's
no,
a
no,
race
no.
thing.
No. What it is that in America we have like the presidency, right? When Barack came president, was that not a big deal? Because
was.
oh my God, a black man infiltrated the White House. This is the same deal.
And he
A
got a
black
white mama.
woman has infiltrated
It's
the
almost like
royal
a
family.
bigger deal considering
did
the
it.
history of England. I mean, their history goes back so much further than our country because we're
If he would have married Gabrielle Union,
See, that's different. See, see what I'm saying?
Sanaa Lathan,
Yes,
No.
there you go. Who else?
No.
Harriet Tubman. You feel me? I would have went for
There
it.
you go.
I would have went
That's
for it. But
exactly.
y'all dragging it. It's y'all dragging the race thing when it's not that deep. Sis is a human being that's getting married.
she isn't-
She don't represent for, she not representing for your culture. She's not
You
saying
don't
nothing about your
know
culture.
that, though. You don't know
I
that.
do know that.
You don't know that. You don't know who she is, so you don't know that. You cannot sit there.
Pull something up right now that says that she's for the black community.
You can
And I'll
pull
leave
something
it.
up that says somebody like, who's a hot rapper now is for the black community.
Who?
Come on.
Who?
Pull something up like that.
Who? Meek Mill? You want me to go
Mill?
Meek? He's very
No,
for the
we're
community.
not. We're not
He's
going
black.
about Meek Mill. We're not talking about Meek Mill. Pull something up where
Eminem?
pull something up where every
He's
single
black.
black artist is for the black community. You can't say that. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that you don't know how she wants to identify. She's biracial, yes. She's still black. When she goes to fill out an application, she still has to
No,
fill
she
out
don't.
black.
She don't.
Yes,
No,
she
she
does.
don't.
But why
she
can't
don't.
she put
Yes,
white?
No, she don't.
She still
She
has
puts
to fill
other.
out black.
I
and
know
as-
she puts other.
And as black people,
But then when you put
we
other,
need to
you
stop
then
doing
fill
that.
in that she's both.
No, you
black
don't.
and
When you put
white,
other,
right?
when you put other, it says Caucasian, African American, which she's not. So I'm pretty sure she doesn't put that.
Right.
Asian,
You don't know.
Native
what she
American
puts.
descent, and other.
I guess.
You know why? No. You know why I'm about to shut you down right now? Why you can't say she's putting other? Because at the end of the day, what do they list her as? A black actress, which she identifies
Who?
as a black
Who?
actress. If you look her up, it's not going to
Who?
say this other actress. It's going to say she's an African American actress.
But once
who
it-
blah blah blah, because that's what she identifies herself
But-
as.
but who
we
are
cannot
they?
tell her who to identify herself as.
She doesn't identify
If
herself
she
as
is,
anything.
if her mom's black and she says, "Okay, I feel like I'm black," she's black. My father's biracial. His mother's white. His father's black, and my father is.
Listen,
A caramel
it's not
complexion.
about.
Does
it's
that
not,
mean
it's
that he's
it's
not
not
black?
Listen, it's not about her skin tone. The fact that we sitting here trying to make it a big deal, saying that
You are making
a
it about her
black
skin
lady
tone.
is
You're coming at it from like a
infiltrating-
humanist point of view, which is very idealistic. But
No, it's facts. It's real facts. Like you have to really be straightforward. Like, bro, she looks white. That's why she's in the family.
She doesn't look white though.
Yes, she does.
That girl looks
Yeah.
white.
When
She
I look
looks
at
white.
her, she looks more maybe Hispanic to me. She doesn't look white though. She definitely she doesn't look white if you ask
She
me.
looks mixed.
That
She's
something's
definitely-
You
going
can
on.
tell she's mixed.
You can tell that she's not just black.
You
Exactly.
can tell she's mixed.
But I'm confused. I guess I'll always be confused as to why it's an issue. Like I guess why can't
Like
Because-
Barack Obama wasn't our first black
He
president
really
either.
wasn't. He really wasn't.
Why?
His mama was white. So next.
Keep going.
Wait,
All right.
what?
So yeah, his mama was
Listen,
white.
Am I in the asylum? Did I just what is
I'm
going
gonna-
on?
He
right
was the
now?
first real black.
This is
Jesse Jackson. What's the other man name?
You gotta
I'ma
take
say
a win
this-
when
I'ma
you
say
got
this
it.
with a lot
Now,
of
if Martin
love.
Luther King would have became president, I'd have been like,
There you
okay.
go. Now.
I'm
feel
gonna say
me?
this with a lot of love.
No.
Gonna say with love?
I love the both of y'all, but
Okay.
I promise you, if I was a house nigga, I'll rat y'all out.
Ooh.
Y'all done pissed me off.
But guess what? We would have both been house niggas.
Oh no, you in the field, boo.
No, trust me. I've been
on.
outside.
I'm in
I
the
got
house.
like this. I got like this because
You in the
feel me? I was
field.
in the field. Before I went outside in the
House?
field, I was a house nigga.
Field.
You
my
feel
God.
me? I was a.
These people are
House?
crazy.
She's killing me. No.
What do you all think? What do you all think out there? 347-721-3161. Let us know. What are your thoughts on Meghan Markle? Do y'all see her as the first black president, the first black woman or person who is going to rep the royal family?
Give
Let
me
us know.
Oprah and
I
I'll be
got
quiet.
you, Megan.
There you go.
We here, boo. Yes.
Gabrielle Union, give me one of those. That shit ain't working.
Okay. All right, everybody. We're on coming up with another hot topic, but first we have the hip hop spot by your boy J-Zo. J-So. I can't talk tonight. Don't go anywhere. Keeping it real hot and freaky fresh at the DTF radio station. I'm your guy Z-Fly, and y'all know the rest of the crew is here. But right now, we about to get into this hip-hop spot with your boy, J-So. What you got for us?
So what's up, everybody? This is the hip hop spot. So this week, we got Young Dolph. I don't know if any of y'all is familiar with who he is.
happened to him this
But basically, Duke, the college Duke, the VP, he walked inside of one of their coffee shops, and two of the students that worked there, they were playing Young Dolph's song called "Get Paid." He walked in. He said that the lyrics was, quote unquote, not suitable for a coffee shop's environment. And once he did that, he complained to the school or whatever the case be. They got fired. They took their job away. So I forgot the name of the concert that they had. I think it was last night or 2 days ago in Miami.
Oh, that big concert.
Yeah. So
like
Young
the Rock
Dolph,
Fest.
exactly.
Yeah.
Young Dolph, he brought them out on stage and gave them $10,000 each. And told them and was like basically like
I
until
heard they
y'all
got
find a new
fired.
job.
I didn't hear they got like $10,000.
Yeah,
No, they got paid. You gotta
He
follow the
fronted on
shade
them.
room. Are you following the
I
shade
am.
room?
I was on there this morning.
There we go.
Watch you, the shade
There
room
we
got
go.
all
There
the
we go.
juice.
There we go. So yeah, that's what happened with that. And like basically when he was on stage, he was like, I heard y'all, I know y'all VP getting money, but he ain't getting Young Dolph money. So he gave them 10 bands each just to hold them down until, you feel me, over a song. That's fire. Also, you have we had what's this girl's name? Rihanna. Boom.
My baby
You
mama.
feel me? So one of these dudes, his name is Eduardo. He broke into a house on May 4th. He somehow managed to disable her whole alarm system. Stayed inside the house for a whole day. Charged his phone and all that. Apparently, just chilled. And
I heard he took a bath. Is that true?
He stayed there the whole day. And when the cops questioned him and asked him what was he doing, he said that he was there to fuck.
Yeah,
That's what he was there for. He came to
real
fuck.
nigga
And
stuff.
it's, you feel me? He was on real nigga time. And it's like, that's creepy though. Because think about it. If Rihanna was home, what could have happened?
He probably would have raped her.
He probably would have.
That person is
Like,
clearly
that's
insane.
sick.
Yeah.
Like that shit is sickening. Like, you feel me? Also, I have something else for you guys because this shit was wicked. I was looking at the shade room. The shade room got everything on that shit. So, this week also we had, what's this girl's name on here too? Oh yeah. So boom, we got the Young Dolph situation. Her and R. Kelly. So R. Kelly is suing Spotify because they're removing his music from.
They're not removing his music. They're removing his music is still on the site.
Yeah,
but
they
they're
didn't remove the
removing
song.
it from like the playlist. Like Spotify puts out playlists that you can listen to.
Right.
So they're just not promoting his music.
Yeah, they're not promoting his music, and they're basically saying that they're suing based because they're doing that based off picking sides. Basically, there's no charges brought against R. Kelly, just false, quote unquote, false allegations or whatever the case may be. And they're saying that that's not fair. You can't pick sides when it comes to things like that if there's no real charges brought against him. And that's
Have there
kind
been
of
charges yet? I thought he was running like a sex cult out of his
No
mansion.
charges on
his
that.
rented mansion.
no charges.
That's another topic for
It really
No charges.
I'm here for R. Kelly.
As
so
long
I'm
as
like,
R. Kelly don't got no charges, leave my mans alone. You feel me? Is you shitting me?
When you get
And
on
that's
the bus,
it for the hip hop spot this week, y'all.
That's what's up. All right, everybody, you have it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and switch gears, and we're going to get into the next topic for tonight, which is kind of steamy. Look at everybody just kind of getting themselves together.
'Cause we all, we still hyped up about that.
I know, right? Thank you, Meghan Markel. All right, everybody. So, but first, we definitely want to drop and let everybody know that if you do want to comment and let us know what you think about anything so far, 347-721-3161. And our Facebook Live page is available. You can log in and, leave any comments there at Real Hot Fresh. All right, so the next topic tonight is going to be, should females be open-minded when it comes to dating guys who's had a homosexual experience?
Nope.
Oh, for real? Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
I wasn't sure if I was going to be the only one saying, like, it's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
But you know
Wait,
what?
whoa. My note was, you don't do that shit. That is very much a big deal. That is very much a big fucking deal.
Well, no. It's now, the question isn't, is it a big deal? It is, should they be open-minded?
No.
Oh, I would say, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Sure.
crazy.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
No.
Why? Well, why not? Why do you say no?
As a first of all,
That's gay. It's
No,
no such
it's
thing
not,
as being
it's not
open-minded.
even about being
Well.
gay. It's about all the stuff that you're putting yourself up to. Like me personally, one of my biggest fears is to date a guy who is down low. That's one of my biggest fears. Because especially, I told you I used to be an HIV case manager. You saw the movie Four Color Girls when Janet Jackson was married to the guy and the guy gave her HIV. So if I'm dating a man and I know he slept with a man before and he might like it because a man's G spot is in his behind. It's called the A spot. So, once that happens to you, you're going to get the biggest, that's the biggest release you're going to ever have.
But
And
you're making an assumption they're having unprotected sex.
Right.
Well, no, even if it's protected sex,
Yeah.
it's still something that I have to now when we go out, be aware, okay, are you looking?
Well, because
like,
you don't want to be
I
with
have
someone
to- I
who's
have-
lying to you.
Not only lying to me, but then I have to be like, okay, are you looking at her? Are you looking at him? Do you still want to engage in that? You know what I'm saying? If it's one of those things maybe you got raped in jail, and you really you're
Nope.
not about that life.
sorry,
You're not
what?
about
But
that
you know,
life.
but Ashley, but my thing is, Ashley, everything you just said about, you're wondering, is he looking at her, is he looking at him? That could happen anyway.
Right.
So that's why I say that I feel like females should be open-minded, because the truth of actually, I see things that make me shocked. Like, guys are, I always tell females, guys are not what you think. I mean, from very,
Elaborate, please.
I will. From very feminine to very masculine. Of course, society tells you, oh, they're feminine, they're this, they're gay. But, oh, he's masculine. Oh, but no, these masculine guys are sleeping with men. People don't understand it. They are, but obviously it's what they want to do. They're sleeping with men. They're sleeping with women. They're not telling the women. A lot of times it could be because, they're on a down low or whatever, but a lot of times it's because they don't want people to judge them.
But also,
And to me,
can it also just be on the spectrum of sexual experience, if you have maybe sex one-on-one with another man, or maybe you're in a threesome, is that a big deal? You're not automatically one thing or the other just because you have a same-sex sexual experience.
What you mean, one thing or another?
I
What?
feel I see what you're saying. You're
what
not
did I just
gay or
say?
you're not straight.
Right.
It doesn't. You're not.
Like,
it's not like a
Any
magical
man
wand
that-
that
listen,
turns you
listen,
get.
You
It's
could still, I feel like you can still be straight. You can have a
No,
sexual.
you can-
You can have a
Yeah.
sexual
Thing.
experience with a man.
There's no
and
such thing.
still
There's
consider
no such
yourself
thing.
straight.
There's no
Maybe
such thing.
you didn't like
It's-
it. Maybe it wasn't
and
there
they
for
do.
you.
It's no such
Me
thing.
But they
personally,
do.
I'm not here for
Listen.
it though. If my
Alright.
man, if I meet a guy and he's like, well, in my
not-
past, I slept with men or something like
and
that.
why would that bother?
No.
So, but why would that bother you?
That's
In
crazy.
the end, why would it matter that in the past you
It's-
had sex with
But
another man?
I just before we even I
Why are
feel
you
like,
so sensitive about your ass?
Listen, that's out of line.
Why
in
are
the
you
black
protecting-
community,
You feel me
it's
like-
gay.
You feel me like that? Like, I feel
gay.
like if a man can't identify himself as straight once he do some gay shit. It is what it is. Like, once you have,
But I think that's such a weird, black and white hardline way of thinking.
no, it's
that's
not.
not
It's
even
not. It's, no,
reality.
it's not. Like, that's
not
once
in
you,
touch with what's
once
actually
you,
happening
once
in the universe.
a man, that's something that a man.
It's
can't
not
do that.
a dick is
A
not a
man
magical wand that makes you one
Listen.
thing or another. Like,
Listen. Vaginas, right,
Are-
are made for penetration.
and some other stuff. Yeah.
You feel me? Yes.
Okay.
And to reproduce.
And yes, and to reproduce from a man penetrating. A man can't have a kid with another man.
Right. Okay. Now hold on.
Meaning
Yeah,
that
which is
shit ain't
great.
supposed to
They
happen.
get to have the best kind of sex, child-free sex.
Wow,
So we're-
that's crazy.
so we
I
actually
don't
have
even
a-
wanna talk about this with Jay-Z.
We have a
no
caller. Let's see what the caller thinks.
Okay,
Oh,
caller.
God, here
All
we
right.
go.
Let's see. Here we go. All right, caller. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. You're keeping it real hot and fresh. Can you state your name and where you're from?
Yeah, this is Jeremy calling from Houston.
Okay.
What's up, Houston?
Jeremy from
Jeremy.
Houston. Can you give us your comment on the topic?
All right, so my thing is, I feel like it's kind of a double standard. Because if a girl has homosexual experiences and she later decides to date guys, it's like, oh, it's just college.
That shit is
Oh,
normal.
just experimenting. That's hot. Yeah, girls
Yeah.
do it.
That's normal.
If a guy does it, it's like, ew.
Yeah,
Not a man.
Well,
that's
yeah,
nasty.
I mean, you know what it is? Because, not to be funny and take it back, but God made Adam and Eve. God
Oh
made
no!
Adam
Don't
and Steve.
even start with
And
that.
so
Don't
if
do
you
that.
go back, but if you go back to the Bible, but no, if you
Forget
really,
the Bible. It just is what it is.
If you really go back to the Bible, homosexuality is looked down upon by God.
But
He frowns
homosexuality
upon it.
has existed as long as heterosexual sex has existed. The only reason I
That's
don't know
true.
why it's stigmatized, but it has been for all time. But people were. I assure you, there was a cave somewhere where a bunch of hairy-ass Cro-Magnon men were going at it together.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Fighting a bunch of dudes.
Which
But I
and
feel
it's-
like even though, okay, let's go there. The Bible does say, okay, homosexuality is looked down upon. I still kind of feel like, again, if girls do it, it's kind of like it's more widely accepted than if a guy tried it and went back. But I also will say it does go to what extent has he gone through? Is it penetration? Is it oral?
if you
Can I?
I'm sorry. He just done touch your lips. You ain't gonna leave my house.
I agree with Jeremy
I
that-
feel
yeah.
I will say that if you find out that if you're dating a guy and he's doing you, but he's receiving from another guy at one point in his life, I could see, okay,
Does that
I
make
would
him
be a
gay,
little
though?
bothered by that.
Does
But I
that make
will
him gay?
validate that.
Can he be
Yeah.
straight after that? Can he be considered to be straight after he had
I am
homosexual
delivered.
activities? You can't.
I feel
Like, how
like-
can you say that you're straight after that?
He can,
Because you are.
he can be straight, but
You're not straight. You just did some.
He won't be a heterosexual.
I mean, I'm with Jeremy that it's a weird double standard that
No.
women can do what they want to do, and we can
She
have all
gay
these
too.
great experiences
No,
with other
straight.
women, and it's just natural, and we're just feeling out our lives. But if men do it, it's like gross.
No,
get
that don't
away
make
from
her straight too. That like if a girl does it, that doesn't make her like if
I-
she.
Thank you so much, Colin, for your comment.
it.
Thank you.
You feel me? But like, I don't think like, come on now. If a girl does it and she goes back to, if she goes from dick to vagina,
Okay.
back to dick, she still was gay once upon a
No,
time.
it's not.
You don't
No,
take,
but
you,
it's not. You
Because
don't
those
like.
tendencies are. My thing is those tendencies are always gonna be there. That's my thing. Like if you've had it, like I said, a man's G spot is his A spot is in his butt.
Fuck that G
And
spot
I
and A
feel
spot
that
shit.
if
Only
you
person
have
who found
had
that shit
it
was
in your
Kanye.
butt before, next thing I know, you're gonna be telling me take my fingers and start tickling your booty.
That's
hole.
gay.
And why
I'm
is
not-
that a
But
big
see-
deal?
That's
I
gay.
know, but
I'm
see,
not
but here's
gonna
what I
live with
don't.
that.
But you
I'm
no,
not-
no, no, no.
It's a very big deal.
But it's not
no
gay
one's-
if a woman. I don't see. This is
so
this
no
what I don't
one's been
get.
in your butts. Is
It
what
is
you're all
it-
saying.
it is gay if a woman. If a woman.
If a
gay,
woman is now how is a woman making a man gay? I'm trying to
You
figure
said
that
it's
out.
a woman making a. Well, oh no, what was you about to say?
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna say like if two women are.
Oh, no, no.
And
if
why
she's
Like,
gay.
First
Why
off,
is
if the
If it-
shit was
if
so
it's a
normal,
woman.
right? If the shit was so normal, right? Amber Rose would have never tried to come at Kanye when she said, "I put my finger inside your butt." It's
No,
some gay-
because she knew people would react.
Exactly, because that's
of
how
what,
society
though?
It's not
is.
that she
Because of
thought
why?
it was
Because
wrong.
that's how society
She
is.
was
Because of
fine
why,
with it.
though?
She was down
Because
with it
they
just like
think it's
Kanye
wrong.
was. But
Because what?
People think it's wrong.
Because what?
Because
People-
society
But people think it's what?
think it's wrong. I said people
No,
think
they
it's
don't
wrong.
think it's wrong. They think it's gay.
Well, when you're
Let's
using
be-
the
let's be
Bible as a
straightforward.
metric
But that
for
doesn't.
good
But
and
that
bad
doesn't make it
behavior,
gay
you're
though.
gonna get-
Actually, gay is more of a lifestyle. It's not even actually you liking a person. Homosexual is the real word. Being gay, like I can say, oh, pictures. This sweater is gay. The way you have your hair fits is gay. So gay.
No, that's not.
But no, but yes, gay is being more of a lifestyle.
Let's be realistic.
I am being realistic.
nobody-
That's
we're-
realistic.
We're not walking around saying, "Oh, that's a very gay sweater today." We're
But
not
people
saying
do
that.
say,
We're
but
not-
no,
But
people do
wait,
say
wait,
that.
But
We're
gay
not-
also
But they
means
do, though.
happy.
We're not-
Gay
Right.
also means
But
happy.
nobody
Exactly,
means
but-
it that
years
way.
ago.
Years ago,
I'm not
exactly.
going to be like, "Oh, I'm feeling very
But-
gay today."
but hold on,
Because
but hold on.
once I say that around people, they're gonna be like, "Yo, this nigga gay."
Oh, well, we know that. But look,
You can't do
also,
that shit.
but listen, also to piggyback off of what Jay-Z said, that's what surprises me is she's right. I mean, back in like the Greek and the Roman days, you know, they used to have wives, but they used to have their servant boys
Their boyfriends,
come in and you know please them, and then they'll send them back in there with their wives. It's been even in the Bible days. I mean,
Yeah.
there was Sodom and Gomorrah.
You
Obviously,
guys,
was
as
happening.
long as we've been alive, people have been fucking who they want to fuck.
What? But see, what?
And it doesn't make you one thing or the other. It just is what it is.
But
And
it
I don't understand
No, it
why
does.
it's such a
I'm
big
sorry.
deal.
Once you have to me personally, once you have a homosexual experience,
Gay.
to me, if I meet a guy, he could be the man of my dreams. He's like, yo, Celeste, back in the day, I used to mess with men. I'm gonna be like, I really love you, but bye, my
You
nigga.
feel
Like,
like
I'm not
that's
staying
crazy.
around.
But you know what?
You're
What my
gay.
block is, I'm confused why that bothers you.
Because you are susceptible. I can't say it right now, but you can further on down the line go ahead and display those actions again. Like right now, I might be the flavor of the month for you, and you might
Right.
be happy with me
But
right
that's
now.
true with
but then let's say
anyone.
20 years later, you get tired of my vagina, you might leave me to go back to a man. I don't have time for that.
That's crazy.
But he got to leave you for a woman.
But a
and that
heterosexual.
happened.
But a
is
man who has
fucking
never
crazy.
had an experience with another man who's just like cisgendered, hetero, what have you, could still be tired of your vagina 20 years
But
down the
there
line.
is
But
So
he's
why
not
is-
gonna
if
go
you-
find
why is
dick.
there
He's gonna go
extra
find
risk?
another
If you
vagina.
No, he
sleep-
wouldn't.
if
That's
you
not
sleep
true.
with
He's gonna go
a
find
man-
another
If you
vagina,
sleep with the same
That's not-
sex, you are no longer heterosexual.
You're gay.
If you're
Right,
sleeping
exactly.
with
You're
the
no
same-
longer heterosexual.
If
I don't think
you're
that
So
makes
if
you
I have
bi.
sex with a woman tomorrow, I'm gay now.
It could be.
You're probably gonna be
Wait,
bi.
wait, wait.
No,
You're bi.
no.
You're
If you-
bi.
Yeah, you could be bi.
Say,
You
ask
could be
your,
bi.
You're bi.
But
ask your question again.
I'm not though.
Ask
Like
your
if I
question
had sex
again.
with a woman tomorrow, I'd still be like, you know what? I tried it. Like maybe I liked it, maybe I didn't.
Now
but I'd
that's
still be like a
different.
straight woman.
And
Like,
experience is different.
That wouldn't be
I would
straight.
say.
I guess to me the question was like, if you had sex like once or twice with a man, but you're still straight. You're like, I
You're
prefer
not
women.
straight,
I
though.
tried it.
That's
True.
not.
You're not straight though. Once or twice? Why'd you hit
No,
the
I'm
twice
looking at you
mark?
the same way you're
Ain't
looking at
no
me.
way.
But hold on,
Twice,
but,
once
wait,
you
but,
hit all.
but you know what?
You lost me.
Okay, but look, but now
Once you lost
I
me,
just
like,
feel like
that's
you guys are
crazy.
closing yourselves off to very interesting, exciting people who could like really do
You're
some
right. They
damage
got
in
too
bed.
much excitement to me. Look, wait, you're right. That's too much excitement to me. That means that
I
you're
just-
not happy with just vagina. if you're not happy with just vagina and you feel like you need to be exploring all this stuff, you got too much sexual frustrations and things going on with you, I'm good.
And I have no problem with gay people. This is
Okay.
that. I have literally no problem with gay people.
Because it kind of.
But now somebody would think that. Yeah, exactly.
But I don't care what
It
people
comes
think. I
off
don't
as
care. But
being, like,
listen.
afraid of
Listen. I don't
something.
care what people
Yeah.
think. Like, you can think that I don't like gay people. I have gay family members. I can never like, and these is like family members that I chill with. But the difference is, they're gonna say that they're gay. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna acknowledge that.
But
now,
that's them.
Right, but
But go ahead.
experiences don't define.
Experience does
a
define
sexuality.
everything. No, it
No,
does.
not
it
for
does.
everybody.
No, it does. Because if a man sleeps with another man,
Okay. And
Well, okay, but
think
that's
about think about college. Think about the locker rooms. Think about a lot of situations.
I
I'm
do.
saying that's why
late at night, I do think
that's why
about
this,
those soccer
that's why
players.
women need to be open minded.
it's been basketball
No,
players that
women
done
do
came
not
out
need
and said
to
that
be.
they was gay. So you mean to tell me that them niggas that was inside the locker room with them didn't feel now that they know, they like, yo, this nigga probably was looking at my piece. Like, what's
and like, I mean,
That's-
really,
that-
he's your
What happens
teammate. He's
anyway?
probably not
But
looking, and if
you
he
know
is,
what-
like, okay,
You know what? You
whatever.
know what it is too. I think it's also a cultural thing in the black culture and the black community. Being gay is looked down upon. That
Yeah, and I want it, and I get that, and I just want to know, like, why.
It just,
Like,
you know what it is? A lot
It's
of
not
times,
looked
like
down
in a
upon.
lot, no, it is.
We
It's
just
frowned
don't-
upon. Think about it. And not to be funny, but if I was white and I was gay, if I was a white
Yeah.
gay man and I
Yeah,
came
you
out
would
to my
Exactly.
parents,
Exactly.
they would
You'd have a
accept
better
me.
shot.
Yeah,
they would
exactly.
accept me
It's not true.
faster
It's
than
not true.
than me being a black
That's
gay
not
man.
true.
Like when you're a black gay man, you do have to hide it for
I
a
feel-
very long time.
I don't think that.
and
I
get-
really feel like I
no.
honestly feel like black mothers are dead ass more accepting than white families are. And I'm
Maybe if it's a black single mother, but you ain't gonna have no mother and black father there and then come out and be like, I'm gay and everything's
perfect
gonna be
example,
okay.
the dude that was on what was he on? What's he on? What was that? Was that the tattoo show? Or was that Love and Hip Hop? The dude
Oh,
he basically
Black
came
Ink
out
Crew?
and told, was it Black Ink when he told it's one of
That's
those shows.
reality TV. That's
Listen,
not, you can't go by reality TV.
Listen. What I'm saying is you can come out and people can still be comfortable. Like, you feel me? Like, but that topic of does a female, should she be accepting of that
No,
shit?
open-minded.
Open-minded towards it? No.
I would
she
agree.
should.
Because,
I would
and I'm gonna tell you,
But she
this,
should.
she shouldn't have to be open-minded because that's not what she asked for. Now, if you
Yeah,
step
she
into the,
should.
if you
Wanna know
step
why?
into the relationship, if you
Yeah,
step
she
into the
should.
relationship, telling like now, if he came to her like, well, I've had some experience with men and I kind of enjoyed it. I don't know how you feel about that, and she's willing to stay.
Okay.
Now you have to be open-minded.
No, she should be open minded anyway. My
That's
thing is,
crazy.
you wanna know why? Because
I don't
because-
like what I don't like. If I don't
I
eat
didn't- I didn't
shrimp,
say
I'm not
force
gonna
it
be
on her.
open-minded
Yeah.
to eating shrimps.
Well, no,
Like,
I
I'm
didn't.
not
I didn't say
gonna do it.
forced on them. But I'm just saying that women should. I mean, I'm just saying women
Right.
should be open-minded when dating these guys because guys are doing everything. They're doing men. They're not gonna tell you. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
like
don't think
men
he-
are
he
attracted to
ain't the
men
man
too.
for me.
Women are attracted
You
to
know what?
women.
And that's a fair
I mean,
point. I think
My
everybody,
friends that I know, they
when
ain't
you're-
doing men.
You
When
don't.
you're
Oh, you
dealing
don't
with-
know that.
No, I do
Are you
know
serious?
this. I do
Oh,
know
please.
this. I do
Okay.
know this for a
Let me
fact.
tell you something. Let me tell you something.
The
You can
truth
start.
is,
Look
yeah,
at
you
these
don't know
these
for a
bookstores.
fact. I do
Listen, these
know.
bookstores, these bathhouses. You'd be surprised. It is disgusting.
that's part of being on the down low, though. You would never.
Now I
know.
haven't been in there, but I'm just saying. But I do know.
And that's the thing about it is that that's why it's so big. First of all, in the black community, HIV, not to say it's just us, but we are not prevalent to a lot of stuff and a lot of like we're not prevalent to a lot of things that a lot of other communities can get. So HIV is very rampant. You look at Atlanta, that's where a lot of like you get the undercover black men and stuff like that going down, and they're taking it and they're going back to their black queens and they're giving it to them. And now you're having babies with them, and the babies are getting it. Like it's more than just like being judgmental and being like, oh, you've been with a man, you're gay. It's more of like, yo, your actions are affecting and possibly
I'm still stuck on the
wiping
whole.
us
But the
out.
question is, it's like, then how do you?
Oh, the who?
I'm still stuck on the whole. You have a relationship with a man
But
that's gay. Like, I'm
that's
still
such
stuck
an
there.
important aspect of
Like,
this because
health.
it's like, how do you end that cycle of
Health is down the line.
shame and deception so you aren't bringing, and you're, I mean, if you don't have shame and you don't have deception, then maybe you're open about it, you're being safe, you're not bringing HIV back to your unsuspecting wife
Nope.
and children. Like, it's just like,
No.
how do you get out of this cycle of like thinking that
It takes a
being
lot of
gay is
education.
gross?
It takes a lot of
It's-
education.
it's-
Jay-Z, you would
not
date a
about
man that
being gay.
had like.
Oh, hell yes.
It's not about being gay is gross. It's not saying
That's
that
the
being gay.
dream, you guys. I don't think you understand.
Like no, gay
Well,
men.
no.
Gay
But-
men are very appealing. Like a lot of times I meet men who I'm like, oh my God, if you were straight, you would be, you're my soulmate. But at the end of the day, you're not my soulmate because you don't like me. You don't like vagina.
Right.
You like penis.
Right.
That's you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think that you can sit there and say, oh, what if they're protecting themselves? What if they're doing this? When you're drunk, or let's say you're getting high or you're in the moment, sometimes that condom don't even come out. Sometimes your lust is so much that condom does not come out.
But that's with anybody.
And then you don't, that's what I'm saying. That's with anybody.
Yeah.
So you can't always say that, okay, I'm sitting with this man, but I know every time he goes out and have sex with a man, he's going to use protection. You don't know that. You don't know if a condom's going to break.
Well,
you don't know if a condom's going to fall off.
I guess
you don't know
I'm
what's
living in
gonna
the
happen.
ideal scenario where if I'm with someone and he wants to have sex with other people, like I'm there too. I don't. I guess
think
for me,
about
I'm
it.
just like okay with a lot. I'm just like I sound like a hippie,
Bisexual
but-
too. Like I feel like that's like a man that's bisexual. I still feel like he's
well,
gay.
he's officially part of the gay community,
He
but
is
he is
gay.
not one
He's
or
gay,
the
right?
other. He enjoys both.
He's trying to have his cake and eat it too.
Fuck all
So
that.
what about
all
bisexual
that
women? You think the same thing?
That
It's
shit
the
is
same
normal.
thing.
That shit is
No,
normal.
no, it's not. No, it's still
normal.
the same thing.
That is crazy.
No,
That's
no.
crazy.
Fucked up double standard, though.
Okay, hold on.
One of my closest
don't
friends.
care.
One of my closest friends
care.
is she's gay now or whatever like that. But at the end of the day, like it's still the same thing. Like she has 3 kids, but she's still gay. You know what I'm saying?
But see, whenever I hear you say that, you're telling her life. You're telling her, well, you're gay because this is what you do, so you're gay. You can't tell her. She has to tell you who she is.
She does tell me she's
Okay,
gay.
well, fine. Okay, well, fine. Well, then, well,
But
then
she's
that's cool.
obviously
She
like
tells
had
you.
experiences with men,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I mean, that's where the kids came from.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
But she's
dead.
gay now. And some people, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like when she first got with her girlfriend, she said like it wasn't a whole like gay straight thing. Like I love her as a person. That's how I looked at it. Like I'm just in love with her. You know what I'm saying? And some
Yeah.
people are like that. Like some people
Can
like
see
I
people,
could meet
yeah.
a woman tomorrow and be like, oh my God, you know, and fall in love with her. You know, I've never been gay or thought I
Yeah.
would
Girls
be gay or
are
whatever,
more
but-
open-minded to shit like
in
that.
a sense,
what
but
it is
when
a
it comes
nigga.
down to the reality of it, I don't know that I could go through with certain aspects of it.
I ain't eating no pussy.
Ah,
That's what she
I
wanna
know
say.
that's yeah.
I ain't eating no
That's
pussy.
crazy.
I'm like
Why is that
theoretically, it seems
crazy?
like it would
You
be.
cannot say, "Oh yes, I will." That's
No,
that's
because
a dream.
I put a lot of time into thinking about it. I'm like, I don't want to put my face there.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
As
that's
beautiful
crazy.
and fun as women are, and I enjoy like aspects of friendships with. I think I'm just like a.
So you would just rather
I'm
you would
just like
rather
a
see two.
cisgendered, old-fashioned type of gal, but I'm open-minded.
So like you will watch 2 dudes.
Oh, did you ever? You guys heard of the show
No.
Queer as Folk on Showtime?
No.
That was my jam. That was. You should look it up and
No, I
watch it.
won't.
You would love it.
I won't.
You would love
I-
watching
I-
those men.
Okay, so
just-
we're gonna take a
That's
quick
crazy.
break.
We will talk
I'm
about
gonna
this.
delete this
All
live
night.
after this.
Okay, look, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna get into some drunk off the juice, and then after that, we're gonna get into some of what you all think of this topic. That's all coming up next. You're keeping it real hot and fresh. Real hot and fresh. We're keeping it really, really hot tonight. That's why we got some great topics that is going on right now. And we're going to keep this thing rolling. But right now, we're going to get into some drunk off the juice real quick with your girl, Jay-Z.
Yes, and I dedicate this drunk off the juice to my mother on this Mother's Day. I asked her, what juice do you have for me? Because she was like, I got juice, you should ask me. So I did, and she didn't have a lot of juice, unfortunately, but I'm going to cover one thing that was really driving her crazy this week, and it was driving me crazy too, and I'm going to talk about John McCain a little bit and the White House aide Kelly Sadler. So John McCain was opposing I know this isn't as juicy as I usually go, it's a little political, but John McCain was opposing the nomination of Gina Haspel for CIA director because she oversaw the torture of one, but potentially dozens of people, terrorist suspects. People were just suspected of terrorism. She oversaw their torture, specifically, not their detainment, not any sort of, like, there's torture. And then she also oversaw the destruction of the videotapes of that torture, which is, that just opens up so many questions. So he was like, you know, I don't support her nomination as a victim of torture during the Vietnam War. He's obviously not for that. And a White House aide named Kelly Sadler was like, well, it doesn't matter. He's dying anyway. She's like, it shouldn't matter what John McCain's opinion is because he's dead man walking. And the White House refuses to apologize because they're like, we stand with her. We don't have to apologize. What we're mad about is that somebody was snitching on Kelly Sadler. And I'm like, yeah, that's what we should all be mad about today.
Stop snitching. You feel me? Stop snitching.
I mean, they have a point, but at the same time, that's a nasty thing to say about a man with a brain tumor.
Oh, so I didn't know he had a brain tumor.
Yes!
Exactly.
How nasty can you be?
That's honesty for you. He's dying anyway.
But it's like, you know, but he's still, he's dying, but he's still serving his country and representing whatever district of Arizona he stands. I mean, I don't always like John McCain. I don't always agree with him. But, like, I try.
That's
and
the dude
and
that
the
ran
fact,
for president, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Sarah
he was
Palin.
old as shit.
Yeah, well, the
Right?
reason he couldn't move as freely is because he was subjected to years of torture in a POW camp during the Vietnam War. So he looks a lot. I mean, he is significantly older for a presidential nominee, but
Damn, she got to take that back. She got to say
yeah,
sorry.
no, he's walking. He's not like he only looked as old as he does because he spent like maybe 7 years locked up being tortured, probably on the daily. Like I don't even.
Yeah.
And
that is true.
Yes.
That is true. That was on an episode of Locked Up Abroad, and I definitely
They covered John McCain.
Yo,
Yeah.
they didn't cover John McCain. They covered the dude that he was locked up with, and the way that they communicated with each other, they would knock on the wall like that to talk to each other,
my God.
and they didn't speak to nobody for
They didn't see
years
each
and
other?
years, and they was
And he refused to leave
Yes,
before
that's
anyone else was released.
crazy.
So he
Yes.
underwent further torture just to stand with it. So I'm just saying, Kelly Sadler, get your shit together. You're
Oh,
a
wow.
nasty person. And I don't like you.
have that episode
And
of
that
Locked Up
story
Abroad.
is from my mom because it was driving her crazy this week. She's appalled. And now my juicy stuff is the Real Housewives of New York conspiracy theory that I have come across. It's my conspiracy theory, but it's also basically Real Housewife, Bethany Frankel, the one with all the money,
Right.
because she started a skinny girl margarita brand.
Oh, yeah.
I had those. Those are pretty
Skinny
good.
girl margaritas, really?
Yeah.
It's
we had
foul.
them at Barclays Center
Oh,
like years ago.
I thought it was pretty nasty. I tried one and I was like, "Ugh, it was off. It
It's
tasted
like a
off.
sparkling, like,
It's like a light drink for ladies
Like a
who
little
love
can
booze, so you
thing.
can
I
watch
remember
your
when she made that
calories
shit.
but
She
still
made
get
that shit like
wasted.
5 seasons
Okay.
ago.
Yeah, but she, had the audacity to look at another cast member, Dorinda, who I love. She was like, "'Cause you're a drunk." And they were trapped on a private plane together, so that's even crazier. She had no escape. She called Dorinda a drunk, and Dorinda had no response, but then wrote this lengthy. They're required to write journal entries every week about the episode. She was basically implying that she was set up by Bethany because she was like, one, I didn't know that we had a dinner that night. But they were together in Florida because they were going to head to Puerto Rico to do some necessary aid work down there, and. Basically, they went drinking, and then Dorinda was like, okay, now we're going to go to bed early because we have a 6 a.m. flight. And Bethany calls her up, and she's like, we have to be at dinner in 5 minutes. And Dorinda was like, I thought we were done for the night, but I guess we're shooting another scene. So she threw on her clothes and was absolutely incoherent, and it was the best scene. If you haven't watched this week's episode, please go home and watch this woman try to string together a sentence of a Puerto Rican. It was amazing. But I think production obviously didn't, Bethany probably said to production, tell Dorinda we have to be at dinner at such and such time, and production went, okay, and didn't tell her because they knew if she got drunk in the middle of the day and then went to dinner, they'd get a good scene out of her, and they did. It was amazing. It was tragic. It was amazing. I love it, and I love Dorinda, and I don't care. I don't care that she's a drunk because it's true.
Okay.
It's true. She was still set up by production, but this is
call
why
a
I love
spade a
Real
spade.
Housewives of New York. They're just living their truth
Cool.
on the television. I stand with Dorinda and her drunkenness, and Bethany bothers me, which is why I'm talking about my conspiracy theories. I'm over my time. I'm sorry. I'm over my time. But I had to talk about the producer setting her up.
That's what's up.
I love drunk middle-aged women. It's great. You guys need to, seriously. Which is why, watch Potomac if you're not watching. Potomac is on right now. More drunk women fighting about who's bankrupt and who's not. Who's a good mom and who's
We
not.
love that.
I love it. And that's my time. That's
All
my
right,
time.
everybody, you are drunk off the juice. All right, so we're gonna get into the poll question real quick before we head out of here. The poll question is kind of piggybacking off of the topic. So if you found out the guy that you're dating had a homosexual experience in his past, would you dump him? So we wanted to know from you. So from Instagram, Angela Cobb Comedy said, Nan, I'd actually find that hot and intriguing. That's a woman that said that. On Facebook, we have Freddie Atkinson who said, I wouldn't doubt him. Some people try to cross the line but can't do it all the way. They can be a good friend because they know both sides of the fence. I can't explain it better up front and in more details. Tiffany Corley said, I would, but personally that's me. Okay, yeah, I would. Yeah, personally that's me. How can someone lie and keep something as big as that from your partner, especially if y'all are serious? Some say leave the past in the past, but that's totally different. Lacey Harrison said yes, because then you have to compete with men and women.
That's right.
Dana Francis says, better run Forrest. And did he admit it, or did he come from the source or a reliable source? If he didn't openly admit it and turns out to be true, he probably still has those desires. Letitia Wright said, ew. Just ew.
I'm very eloquent.
I know. She said, I'm going to be in the back of my shower like Jada Pinkett and set it off. Then I'm at the doctor just to make sure that I'm still squeaky. Cindy Medina said, depends on how serious you guys are. If you in deep feelings, buy a strap-on, if anything.
Shout out to Cindy, because that really is Cindy.
And then we have David Michael, who said, I am definitely not down with that down low or any type of that homosexual tendencies, but in today's society, it's kind of unfortunate and a double standard that we love lesbian girls that like guys too, but we hate homosexuals.
Right. Like women are celebrated for being sexual creatures, and when men finally, branch out in a non-predatory way, we're like, gross, go back in the closet. You're disgusting. I don't get it.
It just, it's more of a protect
I mean,
your...
I understand your preference. Like, I think it's okay to, feel however you want to feel and live your relationships as you want to live them, but I just don't I don't get what the big deal is.
It's a huge deal. Listen,
Is it really a huge deal? I mean, something that's been happening since the beginning of time. But see, the thing...
Don't mean it's good. Just because it's been happening don't mean it's good.
But
timing don't make shit better.
But listen, but actually, what got me whenever I was reading these topics is now whenever what was the gay rights thing happened? When was it? Years ago or 5 years ago? People
which
get the gay
version of
marriage
it?
or whatever.
Marriage equality.
A lot of people, a lot of people say, oh yeah, gay rights, heterosexuals. Oh yeah, gay rights, whatever. Let people live, let people do what they want to do. But then when you get a topic like this, you really see how people really don't like.
No.
Well, no. Who's that?
But this is what you're doing. You're saying that, okay, people can back gay. Like, we could sit there and say, okay, I support gay. You could be like, I support gay rights. I support you marrying, if you're gay, being able to marry your partner. Mm-hmm. But now when you're saying, hey, I want to now cross over and marry my partner or dibble and dabble, with a man and then come dibble dabble with you. Now that's when people are like, hold up. If you're going to be gay, we support you being gay. But that's what you're choosing. Don't try to come over here now and be like, okay, well, I want to come and tap dance over here and be gay, but then I also want to,
but in the world that Jay-Z lives in, that is okay. You feel me? Like that's okay. Like I don't know why.
I think if you're honest about this stuff, I think it's when you're hiding this stuff that it becomes dangerous
wrong.
for everybody.
But no, because I said that to you too, Zach. I said, listen, if he came out and told her in the beginning,
right.
And you feel me, and she stayed with him, then she has to be open-minded. But if he didn't say nothing, and then she don't got to be open-minded.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
no. If somebody's hiding from that from you, you know, like.
Fuck hiding it. You
Oh.
ain't say nothing.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
that's messed
crazy.
up.
No, whenever I say open-minded, I'm saying that just don't assume or just expect that someone is straight. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of things that goes on that a lot of women see. I mean, I'm not saying all, but a lot of women, whenever they see a guy and whenever he brings his representative, that's what they feel. Oh, I like him. Oh, he's masculine. Oh, he has money. Or he's. But he could like guys too. I'm just saying that, if you'll be going through a lot of guys if you're trying to find a real heterosexual. They do exist, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of guys who dib and dabble. Think of these
We
college.
clearly exist. I ain't even gonna hold
Well,
you.
no,
We
what I'm,
clearly
but
See,
when
but
I'm,
now I'm
you can't.
a little suspicious.
But see,
'cause
but no.
she doth protest too much.
Well, no. Well, I don't think. But no. But what I'm saying is, even if someone does experience, like I think Peaches said it earlier, that doesn't make you like, okay. So you experience it with a guy, you're gay. That's the dabble. No, you can't like put that on someone.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, you can. You can, but you can't.
I'm going to call
I mean,
it
you can,
I
but
mean,
you can't.
This is
I
one
mean-
of
If
those
a
topics
man
where,
had-
like the
if a
earlier
man-
topic.
See,
were never
you're
like-
saying a man.
No,
See,
and
you putting men too high. Men cheat. Men beat
If a
women.
man- if one man has sexual
men
experience
rape
with
women.
another man-
You know what I'm
No.
saying? Men
Fine,
rape
it is
kids.
what it is.
What make
There's
you
no
listen?
vibe. There's no
Listen.
none of
Men beat women. Men rape women. Men hurt children. What make you think a man is gonna sleep with a man? Come on now.
Oh, you mean on the list of?
Oh really?
Yeah, he
Oh, were they
just
com-
gave us the
Oh.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, he
All right.
does.
So look. We actually gotta go. But real quick, can you?
Should we? Okay.
If you can do it real quick, so no commentary. We gotta go.
I mean, if
Thank
y'all
y'all.
If y'all want to comment, we could, because he
You can
looked like he just want to close up. So
Okay,
we
cool.
We gonna just
All right,
rock it.
cool.
I told him
We're the
for
only
5
ones here
minutes.
today.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Nobody else here.
All right.
So, okay, y'all do the
10
little
ways-
closing.
10 ways
No,
you
no,
know.
Go ahead, do the little closing.
Oh, okay, so y'all good? All right, so everybody be sure to tune us out. Be sure to check us out
We'll be
next
here
Next Sunday on the 20th. Yeah, we're doing
I
another.
don't know if I'm going to be here.
Oh.
I have a performance next Sunday
Oh.
at the New York Cafe at 8 o'clock p.m.
Okay.
on East 3rd Street. Like,
That makes
y'all-
sense.
If you guys want to come out and support, we could definitely do that. I wish I could be here because I found out it's like probably I was into our first season.
Uh-huh.
I
Cool.
don't want to miss that.
All right, well, let everybody know where to find you again.
y.n.g.i_jso on Instagram and yngi_jso on Snapchat.
All right, cool. All right, and we're going to go through these 10 ways right now.
So this week, we are doing 10 ways you know you should not be wearing that. Okay. Number 10 way. Now these may not be that good because I just made these up, literally like a few hours ago. But bear with me today. Okay. Number 10 way. If you have to scrape up all your little savings and your little fixes to drive 10 racks to get your body done, but you can't afford the aftercare, you don't want to work out, you don't want to eat right, you got one titty on your shoulder, you got a butt cheek hanging on to your ankle, you ain't got no business wearing that body, ma'am. If you
Okay.
can't afford to keep up the maintenance of the body, don't get your body done.
Right.
Okay. Number 9. If every other day you got to go to the outlet to go boosting, to go get you some clothes, you're living check to check on someone else's couch, you owe Tom, Dick, and Harry money, but you have on all the latest designer gear, you ain't got no business rocking those clothes, Brokey McBrokington,
You really
okay? You need to take your money and go do something constructive with it, like go get a real job or something, okay?
Number 8.
Number 8, if your neck keeps breaking out with ringworms and gangrene because you keep putting those elaborate fake beauty supply store chains on your neck, and then you got the little fake pinky ring on that's too tight, so now your finger got to get amputated because it's fake and all that, you ain't got no business wearing that jewelry, okay? You're
At all.
stunting too hard, okay?
Okay.
If all you do is rob, kill, and steal for a living, yet you have the audacity to have a cross or some praying hands or a Bible verse tatted on you, you ain't got no business rocking those Satan, okay? God
He's
don't know you.
stupid.
He done hung up on you, okay? God ain't here for you, okay?
Okay.
If your toes look like a piano keyboard with the black toenails and the fungus all in between the crevices,
Ugh.
it looks like the corns, they pop, locking and dropping it all over the place. You ain't got no business with your toes out. You shouldn't be wearing no sandals, okay? Your toes, they just got to stay hot all summer long. Just tattoo a sock on your foot, all
There you
right? Toes out, it ain't for you.
Okay.
If you are over the age of 40 and you still think that rocking braids is appropriate for folks at your age, you got the little Pac-Man maze runner designs going on, kill yourself and grow up, okay? You're too old, sir. Get rid of the braids, bro.
You
Sir?
shit me?
No, I'm not. Sir, if you keep catching yeast infections every time you want to put on a pair of your skinny jeans, in which you got to be nipping and tucking your penis all under, because you got to be, wiggling and doing all that in them.
That's
You
too
looking like the oilless tin man walking like this because your jeans is that tight. You ain't got no business wearing skinny jeans, okay? Throw them in the trash. They're too tight. If every time, sis, this is for you, you put on a pair of leggings, and on the back of your leg, it looks like a head of broccoli, and it got all them little lumps and all that, you ain't got no business wearing no leggings. Go get you some sweatpants, sis.
She got limbos.
Okay. Now, with summer approaching, I need y'all to be careful not to be doing this. If the top part of your body looks like SpongeBob, and like the bottom part of your body, it looks like a pregnant whale, you ain't got no business in a belly shirt and some tank tops.
Yo,
like
I hate
belly
that
shirt.
body, bro.
Yo, don't put the Daisy Dukes on. Don't put the cat suit on. Don't do none of that, okay? You look like, you know how you boil milk and it starts exploding over the pot? That's what
That shit is really nasty. I know that body type. You can visualize that nasty shit.
Yeah.
And you don't need it.
Don't be comfortable with that shit, because that shit ain't comfortable.
Okay.
And the number one if the set of your weave greets me before I could even make my way over to you or in your presence, you ain't got no business wearing that weave, Pepe La Pew, okay? Take it out, super wash it, super dry it, wash it again, and then add some Downy to it, okay?
All right.
Throw the weave in the trash, sis, okay? That is 10 ways you know you should not be wearing that, okay?
That's what's up. All right, everybody. That's our show tonight. Be sure to log into our Facebook Live at Real Hot Fresh, and also hit us up on our Instagram and our Twitter, FLY_ENT 2012. All right, I'm your guy Z Fly. We out of here till next Sunday. Deuces.
Thank y'all for listening and watching.
I got you begging hard for me. Can you answer my question? Have you ever had another woman do it to you like the way you want it right? Cause I don't really care, you can get up with her. I must not have much control. But if you're creeping,